We've reached the conclusion of Marvel Phase 1. Today we're going to be watching The Avengers, a movie that, essentially it changed the industry forever. This movie made a ton of cash, obviously. We got all of our heroes in one movie, which is, it's one of the first times we've ever seen something at this scale. You know, all of the heroes, the movies that we've been following up until now, all of them in one story, one epic conclusion to this phase. I'm very, very excited. We just finished watching Captain America a couple of days ago. And honestly, that movie, it surprised us a lot. It had so much more heart than we remembered.
Yeah.
And it meant a lot more this time around. I think now that we're older, we understand the levels of sacrifice Steve Rogers had to make just to be in this movie. And it was honestly, this whole journey has been a great ride. You guys have been hearing us and we've been giving you updates about our thoughts and what we feel and what the movies mean to us. And I feel very, very thrilled to watch this today. This is one of those movies that obviously, we've watched it before, but coming into it with this perspective is very special. We're so glad that we get to share it with you guys. And I cannot wait. We've been waiting for this moment since we started this journey. I am excited.
Yeah, it's been a blast, especially because at the time, there were a lot of the post credits that I did not actually stick around for. So it's actually been really cool to see some of them. Obviously, for the movies that I hadn't seen, it was really cool to see how it all leads up to the Avengers, what the connection is, what the connective tissue is there. And it's been amazing to revisit these, man. Like, I just feel myself getting so hyped up for this Avengers movie. And it's like, you would think I hadn't seen any of these, but like, I'm just so excited because I cannot wait to see how everyone is working together now, how all it is going to coalesce into, that epic superhero story that really changed everything. You know what I mean? And I remember just it being such an incredible experience. And now that I have everything fresh in my little nugget, I'm super, super excited to see how this is going to be.
Well, today we're going to be answering the question, is The Avengers still freaking amazing?
Yeah, it is.
13 years later. It's 2025. Avengers Doomsday just got delayed. So sorry, guys.
I
but
know.
We'll talk about that a little later. I'm actually happy that they did that because I felt like they were kind of rushing it.
A little bit.
Better safe than sorry, cook those VFX a little bit more.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, if you guys are new here, my name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
And if you guys want to catch the full-length reaction alongside us with your own copy, that's going to be available on our Patreon. And if you cannot wait and you want to watch these reactions early, make sure that you hit the join button and become a YouTube member. A heroic shout out to McGilbert.
And also to Truls Orbeck.
Guys, thank you so much for becoming producer knights and helping us support the channel. You both deserve and are worthy of Mjolnir and the Captain America serum, both combined, because that's just who you are. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support, the love, the generosity, guys. We hope that you guys enjoy. And as always, we'll catch you guys after the movie. Oh, nice. Cool transition.
He is ready to lead.
So,
And our force, our Chitauri, will follow.
I love the look of the
boy.
Chitauri.
I know.
What can they do but burn?
Now that's a threat. Hey.
It's so good to hear it again.
Dude, Alan Silvestri cooked with this
my
theme.
God.
He went, you know what? Hold my beer.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an iconic theme.
How bad is it?
That's the problem, sir. We don't know.
See, that's not an answer that you want, right?
Yeah.
You're Richter.
Is there anything we know for certain?
The Tesseract is misbehaving.
Jeez. That's one way to put it.
I assume you pulled the plug.
She's an energy source. We turn off the power, she turns it back on.
Oh, that's so scary.
The cube is a doorway to the other end of space, right? The door's open from both sides.
Yeah, he figured it out.
See, that's very menacing.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not need to hear that. Oh,
There's
here
something
we
else
go.
on the other side knocking.
Whoa.
The rumble.
I love that the Tesseract is like a character of its own. Oh, no.
Oh.
Woo.
Yep. There it goes. Massive portal.
Portal is, it's giving like Stargate vibes.
He made it out.
Sir, please put down the spear.
Imagine how powerful he must feel. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. Oh, he's not messing around. Whoa, what was that?
Oh.
Ah, I heard
Broken
that
back.
crack.
Yep. Dude, Loki's one of the best villains.
Oh,
Like,
dude, he's amazing.
I'm glad they brought him back. They're like, nah, he's too good.
Yeah. Dude, look at the havoc he just wreaked. Did he just deflect a bullet or was
Yeah.
that the Tesseract? That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. And we lost him.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Legendary line.
We have no quarrel with your people.
An ant has no quarrel with a boot.
Yep.
Freedom is life's great lie. Once you accept that,
Ugh. Yeah. You will be happy forever.
Sir, Director Fury is stalling. This place is about to blow. Drop 100 feet of rock on us.
Oh, crap.
We've got maybe 2 minutes before this goes critical.
It's crazy how that thing is just sustaining itself for now.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, they
Oh my
meant
God.
business.
Yeah, there's no fighting this. What the hell are you gonna do? You're gonna be completely helpless with Loki and his freaking spear of destiny.
Do you copy?
Ugh.
Nice.
Oh, shoot. Yep. She got extremely lucky that he, missed those
Right.
shots. I wonder if some of Clint is still fighting back in there.
Oh, I love that theory. Actually,
He never misses, so.
True. Oh no. Here we go. Here we goes again. Holy
Ray of death over there.
you need to go.
Look at this. Oh my God.
All collapsing. Oh, yeah, it's like a mini black hole. Holy shit.
Look at that destruction.
The scale of it, yeah. Yeah, look at the fear in his eyes. He's like, okay, this thing has the potential to take out full cities,
Yeah.
and it just keeps on going.
Oh God. Oh, she got lucky.
As of right now, we are at war.
Yeah. Hey. Yep, time to activate the Avengers. It's great that we've been seeing the buildup, right? He's already got all of them. He's got their contacts. Now it's time to put it in.
Motion, yeah.
Yep.
Я знаю, что вы ждали. Так лучше, поверьте.
Oh, damn.
Он все еще думает. Сорокуб. Курьер. Он прикрытие.
Fantastic framing right there. Oh, I
so
love
cool.
those.
Оказалось просто еще одно красивое личико.
If only you knew, buddy.
Правда думаете, что я красива?
She heard the important parts.
Да. Это ее.
It's for her.
We have an F-22 exactly 8 miles out. Put the woman on the phone or I will blow up the block before you can make the lobby.
God. Yep.
Oh,
No.
that is awesome.
We need you to come in.
Are you kidding? I'm working.
This takes precedence.
I'm in the middle of an interrogation. This moron is giving me everything.
I don't give everything.
He's like, wait, what?
Her look, she's like,
Barton's been compromised.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's when it all changes.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, she wanted to be there, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
Ooh, oh my God. You know that hurt too.
Dude, she's fighting full on tied to a chair.
Dude. Oh my goodness.
Damn. That's a great reintroduction.
Oh.
My God.
Dude, that move is. Oh my. Dude, I love her fighting style, man.
Not just a pretty face.
Yeah, definitely not.
Gosh.
Dude, she cleared that room in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, don't forget the shoes. I love how we're getting like reintroduced to all these characters and like what they're up to right now,
Yeah.
and they're all in the middle of something. It makes the universe feel like it's been lived in throughout all this time. You
Right,
know?
like life is still going
Yeah.
for everybody else.
यहाँ से जाओ यहाँ से जाओ यहाँ बहुत बीमारी है
He looks different than the last time we saw him.
please
Oh,
How could you say no to that face?
he's still hiding from authorities. Yeah. Imagine living like that, man. I feel so bad for Bruce.
But he's still trying to help people, you know? And again, it tells you so much about who he is as a person.
He's willing to risk his freedom just in order to save people's lives.
Okay.
You know, for a man who's supposed to be avoiding stress, you picked a hell of a place to settle.
Are you here to kill me, Miss Romanoff? Because that's not gonna work out for everyone.
No.
How'd they find me?
We never lost you, Doctor. We've kept our distance. Even helped keep some other interested parties off your scent.
Oh, generous.
What if I say no?
I'll persuade you.
He doesn't really have a say.
Doctor, we're facing a potential global catastrophe.
Oh, those I actively try to avoid.
Yep.
It emits a gamma signature that's too weak for us to trace.
Right, and he's the gamma
Right.
expert.
There's no one that knows gamma radiation like you do.
Exactly.
Personally.
Talk to Fury. He needs you on this.
He needs me in a cage.
No one's gonna put you in a
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Shit.
Yeah, she had her gun ready.
Why don't we do this the easy way where you don't use that and the other guy doesn't make a mess?
Sounds good, man. Look at her. She's on edge. Knowing what he could turn into, that must be terrifying.
I would be shitting my pants if I were her.
Stand down.
Oh.
Of course, they were surrounded.
Just you and me.
I love what he brought to Bruce.
There's a level of sass there.
Yeah, but also like that darkness in his eyes. I like that.
You're saying that this Asgard is declaring war on our planet?
Not Asgard. Loki. Thor is not a hostile, but he's worlds away. We can't depend on him to help either. It's up to us.
Right, the Bifrost was broken.
Right.
You're gonna leave the fate of the human race to a handful of freaks.
I'm not leaving anything to anyone.
Freaks.
We need a
Jeez.
response team.
Someone who can engage at this level.
War isn't won by sentiment, Director.
It's won by soldiers.
Which is
Exactly.
exactly his point.
Nice.
Cute.
Cut
I
back
love that.
to the best soldier ever. The super soldier. So damn cool. I love it, man. It's back to back to back. We're getting to see all of them.
Not enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still trying to
So much he's struggling with right now.
make peace with everything that happened.
This guy's still alive.
I'm surprised that bag held out as long as it did.
Hell yeah.
Let him casually. Do you know how
Dude.
heavy those are? That's hilarious.
Trouble sleeping?
Slept for 70 years, sir. I think I've had my fill.
Rested enough.
Yeah.
I went under. The world was at war. I wake up, they say we won. They didn't say what we lost. Trying to get me back in the world?
Trying to save it.
Imagine going to sleep only to wake up to this nightmare again.
I can't imagine.
The world has gotten even stranger than you already know.
At this point, I doubt anything would surprise me.
$10 says you're wrong.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us about the Tesseract that we ought to know now?
You should have left it in the ocean.
Damn, yeah. He saw the potential for destruction it had.
I
If it's
was
in the
gonna-
wrong hands, we saw what Red Skull did with it.
I was going to say, imagine the kind of trauma response he's probably experiencing right now.
Hey. Of course, they left the most popular one for last.
Yeah, what is he up to, actually? What was he just doing?
Super cool.
So cool to see him again.
Stark Tower is about to become a beacon of self-sustaining clean energy.
All right.
Whoa.
Agent Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on the line.
I'm not in. I'm actually out.
That
That's
is
great,
so
Howard.
cool.
Yeah. Seeing the progression of how he takes the suit off. Now he gets to just walk as it's being taken out. And it doesn't look as uncomfortable anymore.
Yes. Doesn't look like a torture machine.
All of this came from you.
No, all this came from that.
Give yourself some credit, please.
Yeah, 50-50.
Stark Tower is your baby. Give yourself 12% credit.
12%?
I'm going to pay for that comment about percentages in some subtle way later, aren't I?
Not gonna be that subtle.
Ouch.
You have reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark. Please leave a message.
This is urgent.
Then leave it urgently.
Leave it urgently?
Oh, he's great.
Is this about the Avengers? Which I know nothing about.
Girl!
Right.
And I didn't even qualify.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, apparently I'm volatile.
All right. They said that he was not. Must be desperate if they're calling him back, huh? Even after the assessment they made.
I mean, they're desperate. They're in a really tough
I
situation
thought
right now. They need
We
him.
were having a moment.
I was having 12% of a moment.
She did say not so subtle.
This
Whoa. Yeah, some Incredible Hulk footage.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have a lot of homework.
Well, what if I didn't?
Well, then...
We'll get to work, man.
It's so nice to see where their relationship has come to.
It's grown so much since the
Yeah.
very first film. It's great to see her as a CEO too, handling all the Stark business.
Mm-hmm.
So this Dr. Banner was trying to replicate the serum they used on me?
A lot of people were.
Oh yeah.
When he's not that thing, though, guys like a Stephen Hawking. He's like a smart person.
There you go. Yeah, of course. He would not know.
We made some modifications to the uniform. I had a little design input.
He's such a fan.
I love it.
Everything that's happening, the things that are about to come to light, people might just need a little old-fashioned.
Oh.
Little red, white, and blue, huh?
Yeah. This is insane. This is nonstop.
The pacing, yeah. It's going at the speed of light. We're jumping from one point to the next, Expo, reintroduction. Okay, we're ready to go. My goodness. I mean, this movie had a lot to do.
True.
A lot of work. He looks very tired, doesn't he? He looks exhausted.
I think the travel took a toll on him.
Yeah.
Let your Tauri grow restless.
Let them gird themselves. I will lead them in a glorious battle.
Oh.
If your force is as formidable as you claim.
You question us.
That hurt.
Cast out. Defeated.
I was a king. The rightful king of Asgard.
Yeah, we're still there, aren't we?
You know pain, He will make you long for something sweet as pain.
Yeah, making a deal with the devil, man.
Oh, man, yeah. What did you do?
Yeah, that's the moment that he realizes, like, maybe this wasn't that great of an idea.
Probably not. Gotta be careful who you get in bed with, right?
Yeah.
With these situations.
It was quite the buzz around here, finding you in the ice. I thought Coulson was gonna swoon.
He's already swooning.
They told me you'd be coming.
Word is you can find the cube.
Is that the only word on me?
Only word I care about.
Aww.
You might want to step inside in a minute. It's gonna get a little hard to breathe.
Is this a submarine?
Really? They want me in a submerged, pressurized metal container?
It's crazy how he's always thinking about that, though, right?
Yeah.
That one line tells you everything you need to know about how he lives his day to day.
He has to be constantly aware of that, right?
Whoa.
There is no without the Hulk.
Dude, imagine being on that carrier and all of a sudden this starts happening.
Wow.
Those things must be loud.
I love the look of this.
Hey, man, shout out to the VFX team. This movie looks pristine.
Yeah.
Better than some other Marvel movies we've seen recently, honestly.
We're at level, sir.
Good. Let's vanish.
Engage retro.
Let's vanish.
He's such a boss, man.
Yes.
Such a great casting choice for Nick Fury. Like, who else could you possibly cast to, wrangle all of these superstars? Like,
well,
you need him.
It makes it more believable that he can actually get to these people, right? That's funny.
We're sweeping every wirelessly accessible camera on the planet. Cell phones, laptops.
In the planet.
If it's connected to a satellite, it's eyes and ears for us.
Jeez,
Whoa.
You have somewhere for me to work?
Agent Romoff, could you show Dr. Banner to his laboratory, please?
Damn. He's already got them to work, huh?
Also, the fact that his shirt is purple.
Nice.
Is this the stuff you need?
Yeah, iridium. It's found in meteorites. It forms antiprotons.
Iridium.
Tell me what you need.
I need a distraction.
Oh.
An eyeball.
An eyeball.
If it's not too much trouble.
No, it's fine.
He's such a fan. It's adorable.
It's a vintage set.
Yeah, it is. It's the cards.
67% match. Wait, cross match, 79%.
Oh, yeah.
Location?
Means we got him.
Germany.
Stuttgart.
Yeah, he does not care, dude. Put on a suit, just gonna show up. I mean, honestly, with that amount of power, why wouldn't he be cocky? Look at all these people living the fancy life.
Yeah.
Oh. I vaguely remember that suit not being that loved.
Yeah. Really? That was an issue?
Yeah. I would have loved to see like a Hawkeye movie, like a spy thriller movie.
Oh my God.
Just with Clint Barton.
I needed a movie just based only off of Budapest.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. That would have been great.
Oh my God. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh no. That's the eyeball. Ah! Oh! He has no chill.
He loves seeing people be afraid of him.
Yeah. I think that's the only way he knows how to thrive, right? If you can't get respect or love, you go for fear.
Yeah, fear is good enough for him.
Yeah.
I love the look with the horns, man. I don't know what to tell you. I think it looks great. It's the comic accurate Loki.
Yeah. Like the gold and the green. It's just so otherworldly. Ooh.
Oh, damn.
I said.
No!
Getting a little taste of power here.
He's so happy too.
It's the unspoken truth of humanity that you crave subjugation.
Yeah, no, honey. Just no.
In the end, you will always kneel.
You know, all those people are like, not really loving what he's saying here.
Not to men like you.
There are no men like me.
There are always men like you.
Oh, the depths.
Wow.
The layers to that comment.
Yeah. Especially him being in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Hey.
The last time I was in Germany and saw a man standing above everybody else, we ended up disagreeing.
Punched him right in the face, too.
Yep.
A couple of times.
Drop the weapon and stand down.
Yeah, he's got backup.
Oh.
Get him.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, in terms of strengths, I'm wondering
Woo.
how hard it is for Cap to fight Loki. He's a god, still.
Agent Romanoff, you missed me?
You already know.
Dude, hacked by Tony Stark just for the sole purpose to play AC/DC. Can I get any more Tony Stark than that?
I mean, for my dramatic entrance, I would want a good song too.
Hell yeah. Holy shit.
Mr. Stark. Captain.
Yeah, you can already see that little alpha tug of war there. Yeah.
I don't like it. What, Rock of Ages giving up so easily?
Scared of a little lightning? I'm not overly fond of what follows.
Yeah, he already knows what's coming, dude.
True.
A little lightning. I don't recall. How the hell was he able to come back?
I don't know.
There he is. God of Thunder.
Hello, he made it. I really need to know how he made it though.
Oh yeah, right where we left off, huh?
Yeah, he just kidnapped him.
Stark, we need a plan of attack.
I have a plan. Attack.
Oh man, they're just not a team at all at this point.
They're not compatible.
Every single one of them is just doing their own thing.
These guys come from legend. They're basically gods.
There's only one god, man, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
He's so old school.
I know.
I love him, man.
And it's funny because like he approaches everybody with respect, right? Which
Humility.
is again, yeah, it's the exact opposite of Tony.
With the Bifrost gone, how much dark energy did the All-Father have to muster to conjure you here?
Oh, there it is. Dark energy, huh?
Did you mourn?
We all did. Our father.
Your father.
Oh man.
You won't let that go.
I remember you tossing me into an abyss. I who was and should be king.
He didn't toss you.
Take the world I love as recompense for your imagined slights.
Imagine slights.
I mean to rule them.
That's why should I not? You think yourself above them?
Oh, yes.
He's like, yeah, no.
You give up the Tesseract. You give up this poisonous dream. You come home.
Oh, he's trying so hard to reach him still.
You listen well, brother.
I'm listening.
Damn,
such
dude.
a petty bitch.
Stark came in swinging. No
Jesus.
questions asked.
Why go after Thor?
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park? Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
I love that.
Stay out of the way.
Oh my god.
It's those little threats, man. Yeah.
He just called him a tourist.
Yeah. Thor might have grown, but he still has a short fuse, you know? You don't want to test that out.
I mean, listen, I would be pissed off at that comment too. Like, at the end of the day, it's my brother. Oh!
What a great little moment, too. It's like a little sequel to Thor 2. We get to wrap up those little loose ends.
Yes.
Ouch.
Power 400%.
400.
How about that?
Oh my God. That's gonna. Yeah.
He learned from Whiplash.
Yeah.
He's
Good
like, I'm not going to
job.
overcharge anymore. Yep.
You are so right. Meanwhile, Cap is probably still driving.
Oh, damn. Yep. Oh, crushing him like a can.
He is a god. Oh. Dude, I forgot.
He's got a dent, yeah.
Yeah.
Long term, I don't think he would win that fight.
No. Yeah, no, there's no way.
Tossing him like a rag doll. The good thing he does have his mobility.
Hey! Thank you, Cap. The parent is here.
Yeah, time to babysit these two.
Put that hammer down.
Yeah, no. Bad call. He loves his hammer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Guys, please stop.
Dude. Ooh. Oh, dude, the vibranium just absorbed it.
All right, boys, are we all calm now?
Time to talk it out. That was so good, man.
That
It's
was
great seeing how they met each other. Those first interactions, how unstable they are as a group of people.
I know. I love how their personalities clash.
Thus far,
perfect.
This seems like a really bad idea. Like if I was
Yes.
Nick Fury, I'd be like, oh shit, what did I do?
No wonder they had to have like personality profiles, because like
Yeah. Oh, that is so scary. The way he gets inside your head.
yeah. And now we know what that look means, right? Especially for Bruce.
30,000 feet straight down
Yeah,
in a
that-
steel trap. You get how that works? Ant. Boot.
Oh. Petty.
Great callback. Love it.
Built for something a lot stronger than you.
Oh, I've heard. How desperate are you? You call on such lost creatures to defend you.
The fact that he knows everybody's listening too.
You have made me very desperate.
Oh, he acknowledges
You
it.
might not be glad that you did.
Thor, what's his play?
He has an army called the Chitauri.
That guy's brain is a bag full of cats. You could smell crazy on him.
I care how you speak. Loki is beyond reason, but he is of Asgard. And he is my brother.
Oh.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
No hard feelings, Point Break. You got a mean swing.
So disrespectful.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
He's so disruptive.
Only major component he still needs is a power source of high energy density. Something to kickstart the cube.
Placing some bugs already around the place.
Your work on anti-electron collisions is unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
Yeah, well, he's not that big of a fan about that.
Let's start with that stick of his. It may be magical, but it works an awful lot like a Hydra weapon.
I'd like to know how Loki used it to turn two of the sharpest men I know into his personal flying monkeys.
Monkeys. I do not understand.
I do.
That he got. Dude, his reaction, he's so done with him.
The way Tony rolls his eyes, I so relate. He was playing Galaga.
Indeed.
Wow.
Called him out on it too.
But yeah, that eye roll is just iconic.
You know, you should come by Stark Tower sometime. Top 10 floors, all R&D. You'd love it. It's Candyland.
Yeah, it's like a theme park for him, huh?
Ow! Tony!
Nothing?
Are you nuts?
Seriously?
Why did Fury call us, and why now? Why not before? What isn't he telling us?
Yeah, he's very cynical and he's all about the rules. It's.
You think Fury's hiding something?
He's a spy. Captain, he's the spy. His secrets have secrets. In a few hours, I'll know every dirty secret S.H.I.E.L.D. has ever tried to hide. Blueberry?
Yet you're confused about why they didn't want you around.
An intelligence organization that fears intelligence, historically not awesome.
Yep.
We have orders. We should follow them.
Following's not really my style.
Yeah, definitely not.
No.
Not at all.
You're all about style, aren't you?
Of the people in this room, which one is A, wearing a spangly outfit, and B, not of use?
Oh my God!
Ow. Damn, take it easy on him, man. I feel bad for Cap.
Why is he being so mean to Cap?
Yeah, he is out of time. He's trying to catch up. He's trying to do his best, but he planted that little seed, didn't he?
Well, they both have a point. Obviously,
My dad never shut up about. Wondering if they shouldn't have kept him on ice.
Tony, you need to chill.
You know, I've got a cluster of shrapnel trying every second to crawl its way into my heart.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That much gamma exposure should have killed you.
So you're saying that the Hulk, the other guy, saved my life? Saved it for what?
I guess we'll find out.
First of all, amazing scene. And I love the vulnerability that we get from Bruce right now.
Yeah. It's like he's not sure he's meant to be here.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know if he deserves it. There's a part of him that feels like, of course, he would do more damage than good in this world, which is so tragic. I love his character. He brings in that whole Jekyll and Hyde thing. Look at Cap breaking the rules.
I know. Well, sometimes that's what's necessary. Right?
You think you could make Loki tell us where the Tesseract is?
Loki's mind is far afield. It's not just power he craves, it's vengeance.
Yeah, it's also personal.
What are you prepared to do?
Loki is a prisoner.
And why do I feel like he's the only person on this boat that wants to be here?
Oh.
Good suspicion to have.
Yeah. He's like, it was too easy.
There's not many people who can sneak up on me.
Haha.
I want to know what you've done to Agent Barton.
I'd say I've expanded his mind.
Right.
Is this love, Agent Romanoff?
Love is for children. I owe him a debt.
She's a real one for coming back for him.
Yeah, she really is.
Your world in the balance, and you bargained for one man.
Regimes fall every day. I tend not to weep over that. I'm Russian.
Funny.
And what are you now?
It's really not that complicated. I got red in my ledger. I'd like to wipe it out.
Can you wipe out that much red? Dracov's daughter?
Oh.
Sao
He
Paulo?
knows.
Yeah, the way he's got a way with minds that's scary.
That's insane.
This is the basest sentimentality. This is a child at prayer. Pathetic.
Dude.
Oh.
His monologues are amazing.
Oh my God. And he's reading them to filth. All of them.
I won't touch Barton, not until I make him kill you. Slowly, intimately.
God.
Oh my God.
You're a monster.
Oh no, you brought the monster.
So, Banner.
She's amazing.
The way that she interrogates them is...
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, damn. I mean, come on. You gotta love her. She's too damn good at her job.
She just knows how to play people.
Let them think they have power over her.
Right.
And then she turns it around.
What is Phase 2?
Oh, the face. That's what he was trying to get.
Phase 2 is S.H.I.E.L.D. uses the cube to make weapons. Sorry, computer was moving a little slow for me.
You want to think about removing yourself from this environment, Doctor?
I was in Calcutta. I was pretty well removed.
He really was.
And I'm not leaving because suddenly you get a little twitchy.
Damn. The back and forth. I love that.
Last year, Earth had a visitor from another planet who had a grudge match that leveled a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed to prepare.
Your work with the Tesseract is what drew Loki to it. It is a signal to all the realms that the Earth is ready for a higher form of war.
It's like a chicken and the egg situation.
Yeah.
Are you boys really that naive? S.H.I.E.L.D. monitors potential threats.
Captain America's on threat
We
one.
are.
He's got a point. Why Cap?
Dude, this is amazing though. You see that?
If I feel threatened, show some respect.
Great orbiting shot as we're getting everybody's take on the situation. Everything is upside down.
Yeah, tensions are rising.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
She's like, I mean, he's not wrong.
You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play. To lay down on a wire and let the other guy crawl over you.
I think I would just cut the wire.
Wow, that line.
You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
Damn. Out of a bottle, too. The way he enunciated bottle.
It has that oomph
Damn,
in there,
they
you know?
do not like each other.
Guys, what the fuck? Why are they so at each other's throats?
Dude, really good writing in hindsight.
Yeah.
Like what they're saying to each other.
It lay the groundwork for everything.
They're not seeing themselves as 100% of like who they are dealing with. They just see the bad side of them.
You rented my room.
The cell was just
In case you needed to kill me, but you can't. I know, I tried.
Oh.
Dr. Banner, put down the scepter.
That's a great reveal.
How did that even happen,
He
man?
didn't even notice.
No.
Yeah, that thing has a mind of its own.
Shit.
Yeah, they're already here, man.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oh. Ouch.
Put on the suit.
He's like, you know what? Okay, yeah, you're right. Let me go put on my suit.
What a great way to escalate everything, right? You see everything going wrong amongst them, and now?
We're okay.
Are we?
We're okay, right?
I'd be so nervous having him around.
My God. Imagine, because how do you calm him down?
Keep that engine down. Yes, sir. The tension. Wait for cameras to go dark.
Got it. Stay close.
This is a great way to show us how good Hawkeye is as well. Like having him as sort of an antagonist here.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, he's turning green. Yep.
Oh,
that's it.
Shit. You see how hard he's fighting it, though?
Yeah, because the transformation is very slow. That's how you know he's like trying, but
actively. Yeah.
That one last look that's telling you, please get the hell out of here.
That was the last of Bruce. Oh, shit.
The full-on horror movie now.
Oh, my God.
Damn. Yeah, he's completely out of control. That's the thing that he fears the most. He can't aim it.
Yeah.
Not consistently.
This movie is peak, man. I'm having a blast with this.
It's all of the personalities coming together that makes it so damn entertaining.
I need you to get to that engine control panel and tell me which relays are in overload position.
Aw, it's their first time working together.
I know.
Yeah, setting their differences aside and just getting the work done.
Yeah.
What's it look like in there?
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
Well, you're not wrong.
Poor Cap.
Yeah, poor Cap. Marco.
Oh, shit.
So he can be stealthy when he chooses to be.
I guess so.
Excellent. Oh, it's a miracle he didn't just kill her right then and there. Oh, yeah, the one person powerful enough to stop him. Oh, yeah. Good old fist fight.
Try to think.
Oh,
yeah, there's no thinking there.
Yeah, think this. That's what he said. Damn, straight to the face.
Well, if that thing gets up to speed, you'll get shredded.
That stator control unit can reverse the polarity long enough to disengage maglev, and that should...
Speak English.
No need to overcomplicate it.
Yeah, no need for all this science talk, okay?
Oh, he's done playing. Yeah, look at his little grin. He's like, oh, finally a challenge. It's coming.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yep. Oh!
Yo!
Wow. Yeah, man.
Oh, that is so cool.
That is such a cool detail. Yeah, it's not about strength.
Grenade!
So much happening. They're everywhere, man.
All right.
Target acquired.
They're still going at it in there.
Oh my God.
Target engaged.
Yeah, the only thing you're gonna do is irritate him. Yeah.
Target angry.
Yeah, very angry. Oh God.
Dude, the terror.
Just, oh my God. I can't imagine what this guy.
Oh, he got so lucky. Dude, he caught him midair.
Wow.
He could have really caused some damage there.
This movie does a really good job at really showing off everyone's powers.
I did not remember that Thor Hulk fight all that much. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's definitely dead.
Yep, he did.
Hey, okay. I did not remember him using that many firearms.
I forgot about that.
Well, he's a soldier. Of course, he would know how to use them.
Oh, damn it.
He's got an arrow for everything.
Engine 1 is now in shutdown.
Yeah,
That's
they've hijacked it.
Yep, they're coming down.
Oh my God.
Imagine just feeling that right here in your stomach, like, ooh, oh gosh.
It's Barton. He took out our systems. He's headed for the detention level.
She's so shaken.
Yeah, I mean, she knows she almost just died.
You see like how she held it together for as long as she could, but as soon as she was out of danger, that's when it hit. whoa.
Oh, careful. Yeah, he needs that shield, man. Too exposed without it. He's got you.
Are you ever not going to fall for that?
That's so frustrating, man.
I mean, he's kind of got a point. Oh, he just knew she was there. Damn. Whoa. Oof.
Oh.
Oh. Get him, girl.
The humans think us immortal. Should we test that?
He's such an asshole.
He really is.
You like this? We started working on the prototype after you sent the destroyer.
Yeah, it looks like it too.
Oh. See, this really upsets me.
Oh.
I loved the look on Thor where like, this is a whole other level of betrayal.
Yeah, it's like you're actively choosing, even though you know I want to bring you back home.
Shit. Oh, the hair pull, really, dude?
Ah, well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Fight dirty.
Got him. Oh. Ow. Just for good measure, huh?
I mean,
I wonder if they were both still holding back just a little bit.
probably.
Come on, man.
Oh, good job, good job, good job. You did it.
Would he have died? I wonder. Because even Loki was like, are we completely immortal?
It's funny because like they just live for a very long time, right?
You're going to lose. It's in your nature. You lack conviction.
Wow.
I don't think I...
Oh, still blasted him. Like, yeah, enough talking.
So that's what it does.
It even sounded like the destroyer.
Yeah. Really cool attention to detail, man.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that from the MCU, is that all these little sounds and whatnot, like the arc reactor, like it's consistent throughout the movies.
Yeah,
the vibranium, the shield.
Right, same when Cap is fighting, like the punch sound exactly like the Captain America movie. But then the punches sound different with like the Natasha and Barton fight.
Dude, look at how fast he's going.
He's about to be shredded, man. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh my god.
Yeah, he knows what that means. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
He is so lucky to still be alive.
Dude, it's a good thing his suit held up because like that would have been it. And there he goes once again.
Sorry, boss. The god rabbited.
Just stay awake. Eyes on me.
This was never gonna work. They didn't have something to...
Oh, not like that, man. Mid-sentence. To avenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is, because he's been the glue throughout the entire phase one. He's the one that's been popping left and right, just like Nick. Oh, that is a wonderful shot. So dramatic.
Guess he never did get you to sign them.
Bloodstained too.
There was an idea. Stark knows this. Called the Avengers Initiative.
They were the backup, the real backup.
Yeah.
Phil Coulson died still believing in that idea.
Like, good reminder.
It's an old-fashioned notion.
Well, it's like Phil said, right? Maybe we need a little old-fashioned.
He just knows how to
play them.
Like the way he spoke there, he knew exactly what he had to say to get them to wake up.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, where did he end up?
Imagine.
There's nobody around here to get hurt.
Thank goodness.
You did scare the hell out of some pigeons, though. You an alien?
No.
Well then, son, you've got a condition.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You don't say.
Have you ever had someone take your brain and play? Pull you out. Stuff something else in.
That must have been an awful experience, man. I can't imagine.
How'd you get him out?
Cognitive recalibration. I hit you really hard in the head.
There you go. Okay.
Good thing it worked.
How many agents did I get?
Don't do that to yourself, Clint.
Yeah, it's not fair on you. It was not you.
We gotta stop him.
Yeah, who's we?
I don't know. Whoever's left.
Yeah. Time to figure that out.
Now you want to wade into a war. Why?
Trying to make a difference.
I got rid of my ledger. try to wipe it out.
You see how much that's haunting her, right? Like that's her driving force.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight on her.
Trying to somehow erase the past.
Forgot how much of the dark tones were in this script.
Yeah.
I like those arc themes.
You seem like a good man.
He was an idiot.
Why?
You should have waited. You should have... Sometimes there isn't a way out, Tony.
Yeah, there wasn't a way out there.
Now, Loki needs a power source. If we can put together a list...
You made it personal.
That's not the point.
That is the point. That's Loki's point.
The way he just understands Loki.
He wants parades. He wants a monument built to the skies with his name plastered.
Sound like someone you know?
Quite similar in a lot of ways.
Oh, Stark is totally a diva.
Oh, yeah. No question about that.
Can you fly one of those jets? I can.
You got a suit? Yeah. Then suit up.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy that Clint just came to and he's already ready to bring the fight to them.
Dude, he's filled with rage. You saw that look in his eyes? I don't blame him either.
Dude, Thor is awesome.
I know.
Oh, his suit.
Wow.
I forget that it comes with the lightning thing. Just gets to invoke it.
They were in Coulson's locker, not in his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
We have an unauthorized departure from
I have no problems with the manipulation, but like those cards were in mint condition.
Now it's up to them, right? Nick is like, well, we set them up. We put them together. Now they're off on their own.
And just cross our fingers.
Shut it down, Dr. Selvig.
It's too late.
Okay.
Yeah. Right call. Yeah, it's got a little force field around it.
Sir, the Mark 7 is not ready for deployment.
Then skip the spinning rims. We're on the clock.
Skip the spinning rims. We're up to the Mark 7, huh?
What a great stare off.
Would you like a drink?
Stalling me won't change anything.
No. Threatening.
What have I to fear?
The Avengers.
He's like, what?
I've met them.
Yeah. Takes us a while to get any traction, I'll give you that one. You've managed to piss off every single one of them.
He's so proud of that.
Not a great plan.
Mm-hmm.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
Hey.
Maybe your army comes, and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. Because if we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
Yeah, they're going to put up a fight. It's not going to be a clean win.
What an amazing line.
Can you imagine, though, if that would have worked? Tony against the Avengers?
Well, performance issues, it's not uncommon. 1 out of 5.
Oh.
I wonder why it didn't work.
I'm guessing it's because it hit the reactor.
Yeah.
Deploy!
Any minute now.
Oh, gosh. Now this I remember vividly. This is one of the most badass freaking transformations.
Dude, I remember
Tony's. Holy
the theater,
shit.
we all lost our shit, man. This was
Dude.
amazing. Everybody was
He
cheering.
no longer needs the machine.
Yeah!
Hell yeah. What an upgrade, baby.
What an
So
icon,
cool.
man.
Never gets old, him blasting off at the very last second. What do you guys prefer, the circle reactor or the little triangle cutout? I kind of prefer the circle myself.
Yeah, me too, I think.
Although I do think the triangle looks cool.
Right. Army.
I love that switch.
Attack mode.
Nice.
I love that we get to see the upgrades in the weaponry as well, right? His tools getting better and better. Oh my goodness. Hey,
Holy
it's
shit!
Ellie.
Oh my god, Ashley Johnson, what? I love that she was wearing Chucks.
That is so cool.
Turn off the Tesseract or I'll destroy it.
You can't. There is no stopping it.
Imagine the frustration, man. Like, that's your brother.
Yeah.
Stark, we're on your 3 headed northeast.
What, did you
Hell
stop
yeah.
for drive-through? Swing up park. I'm going to lay him out for you.
That's so cool. Nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, that's it for the jet.
Whoa.
Gosh. Dude, it's been so long. I know it's the Battle of New York, but I forgot the amount of the level of destruction that the city went through. Like, and it's every single time it's New York. Rent must be cheap in the MCU in New York. I'll tell you that.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we saw this sucker earlier, like in the background.
Yeah. They teased it.
Dude, look at that design. It's like mechanical, but it's also like
Biomechanical. Yeah.
yeah. Imagine, like, just from Natasha and Barton's perspective, like,
Well, it's
this
deploying
is
the troops.
yeah.
Look around you.
Hmm.
It's too late to stop it. No. We can. Together.
Ah, you
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes. He deserves that. Oh. Yeah, kick his ass, man. At this
Yeah.
point. Oh, damn. That took the breath out of me. Hey, man, Tom Hiddleston is killing it, dude, with the
Dude.
performance, though. He got it. Getting a little sentimental there, a little emotional.
Because, like, it makes you think. For a moment, I feel like he almost went with it,
I
but
feel
then he
like-
was like, no.
Well, it makes you doubt a little bit. It's like, does he fear the powers that are over him just enough to maybe reconsider? We got some great practicals on this as well.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the explosions and everything.
You think you can hold him off? Captain? It'd be my genuine pleasure.
Hell
Hey,
Good
get
time
him,
back, man.
Hawkeye.
Oh, that was cool.
That's like straight out of a Doom weapon class. What the hell?
Just like Budapest all over again.
You and I remember Budapest very differently.
I need to know
I
what
wanna
happened.
know. You're right. That would have been a sick film to see, man.
Yeah.
You need men in these buildings. There are people inside, and they're going to be running right into the line of fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get him.
Ugh.
I need men in those buildings.
I love this moment. He just proved your point.
That is fantastic comedic timing, I have to say.
That was great.
We got his attention.
Now what?
Yeah, step 2, probably important as well.
Well, he has a plan. Attack.
Yeah, clearly. When I was younger, I barely paid attention to these two, but now I'm like, they're so impressive.
Yes.
Natasha and Clint.
How do we do this?
As a team, I have unfinished business with Loki.
Yeah? We'll get in line.
Yeah. Hey, there he is. He came back.
This all seems horrible.
I've seen worse.
Sorry.
No, we could use a little worse.
I'm bringing the party to you.
Well, there's step 2. Right on time, huh? Holy crap.
I don't see how that's a party.
Me neither, girl. Me neither.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cat.
The music.
I'm always angry.
Let's go. Yeah, immediate transformation.
Oh, dude,
Stopped it in its tracks.
Nice, nice.
Oh, man. So damn epic, dude. Shit, man. Watching this, I feel like a kid again. This is so damn cool.
There we
The
go.
iconic shot.
Yes.
Dude. Wow. They earned this
Dude.
moment. Yeah, they made us wait.
I have goosebumps, man. This is amazing.
Smiling from ear to ear. Wow.
Me too.
Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash. Can you give me a lift?
Right. Better clench up, Legolas.
Oh, that's great.
And Hulk. Smash.
Yes.
He's like,
You
that's
can do
all he
that.
needed to hear. Hulk smash.
What an amazing moment, man, to show us like he's a man of strategy. He is a man of a plan.
Those leadership skills.
Yeah.
It's just raw, brute power, man.
Oh. It's like a conductor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Right into the portal, too.
Oh, that's great. I completely forgot that he did that in this. Holy shit.
Keep them at bay from coming in.
It's powerful.
Just trying to keep him off the streets.
Well, they can't bank with a dam. Find a tight corner.
I will roger that.
So cool.
What?
What a badass. Oh, my God. Dude, Hulk does not care.
Dude.
You sure about this?
It's gonna be fun.
All right.
Ooh.
Oof.
Dude, she's so brave.
Dude.
Like, she's not a super soldier. She falls from that thing. She's dead.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, she gets tired, right? She's not Cap.
Turn.
Now learn how to control it.
Yeah, it's a learning curve.
Oh my god, they're keeping us here in the action.
Oh!
What an epic moment, dude. I love seeing those powers combined.
I know.
All the continuous shot, dude. Wow.
Holy shit, this is amazing, dude.
Whoever thought of this choreography, like, just perfect. Oh, you know that stung.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not Grand Central.
Yeah. Well, there it goes.
I forgot about that.
Petty Hulk.
Why?
He's still keeping tabs. He's like, wait a second. You and I have some beef.
His eyes look normal, right? I think he's back.
Yeah, he snapped out of it finally.
Cognitive recalibration.
Captain, the bank on 42nd
Nice.
past Madison. They cornered a lot of civilians in there.
Okay, I appreciate that. Little, you know, getting creative with some of these
Little
shots. Okay. Yeah, we need boots on the ground combat here. Yeah, he knew. Ow.
The council has made a decision.
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Stupid-ass decision.
I will not order a nuclear strike against the civilian population.
A nuclear strike? Are you guys insane? That is a stupid
They're
ass
like,
decision.
just nuke New York, you know?
Yeah,
Why not?
casually. Because why not? It's only millions of people living there.
Nat, what are you doing?
A little help.
Even Clint is like, what the hell are you up to?
I mean,
oh yeah,
it still did
got him.
something.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait for this.
I am a god, you dull creature.
Dull
And I
creature.
will not be bullied by that.
Yeah, well, damn. Dude, he did a double check to make sure he was still conscious, and then he whacked him twice again.
God.
Puny God. Yeah, I think he felt that one.
Beautiful.
It's not your fault. You didn't know what you were doing.
Well, actually, I think I did. I built in the safety to cut their power source.
Mm.
No.
Well, isn't that convenient, huh, Joss Whedon? So convenient. I won't give this movie shit, though. It's been awesome so far. But
I mean,
those little comic book movie things where it's like, just happens to be there.
actually, I like what that suggests. So there is a part of themselves that's still in there. No way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Out the other end.
Well, Thor did something similar in his movie.
Yeah.
He cannot catch a break, man.
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he ran out of arrows. It's how you know they've been at it for a while.
Yeah. I love that finally someone runs out of arrows. Because it usually feels like they have an endless supply in movies.
Oh.
What an iconic shot, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. The score is beautiful.
You could tell that they do feel these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to become
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
The score does a great
Ooh.
job at showing that, right? There's a change right
Change in
now.
tone, yeah.
Sir, we have a bird in motion. Anyone on the deck? We have a rogue bird.
He came out with a full-on
guns blazing.
RPG.
Come on,
yep.
come on, come on, come on, come on.
Like, where are you going? Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. That's not going to do anything. Sorry.
That was smart, though. They knew he was going to try to stop them.
Yeah. We got a big problem.
How long? 3 minutes. Max. Payload and wipe out Midtown.
Dude, get back in the air, man. Could see that boots on the ground combat is not his forte. He gets overwhelmed immediately. Whoa.
Wow. That was awesome, man. I fucking love this.
Ah.
You ready for another bout?
What, you getting sleepy?
You can do this all day, don't you know?
Hey.
I can shut the portal down.
Do it! No, wait. Stark, these things are still coming.
I got a nuke coming in. It's gonna blow in less than a minute.
It's just one thing after the other.
Right, like they didn't have enough problems right now.
Yeah, this is just making everything worse. The
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, hey. True that.
Oh my god!
He's coming in hot. What a save.
Yeah.
Honestly. That is such a terrifying image.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle of space, man. Yeah, his look says it all.
Close it.
They had to keep going, or else. That was way too close. He was ready to self-sacrifice right then and there.
We're just gonna... Right, we're just gonna watch him fall.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
science bros.
Science bros.
I love that, man. Yeah, he used the ball of the juice. That'll do it.
Welcome back.
Let's just not come in tomorrow. Let's just take a day.
Yeah,
You
we'll
tried
deserve day
shawarma?
off.
There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
A near-death experience will do that to you.
I mean,
you want to
listen,
try all the food in the world.
If there's anything that's gonna fix you up afterwards, is shawarma.
Hey. The original 6, baby. You see the way the Hulk was looking at him like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Puny god.
Really great knowing they're out there, you know?
Getting that facial hair, they inspired millions.
Superheroes in
Hey.
New York. Give me a break.
Come on.
Wherever he is and wherever any of them are, I would want to say thank you.
All I hear is Ellie every
I
single
know.
time she speaks.
Tesseract is where it belongs.
That's not your call.
I didn't make it. I just didn't argue with the god that did.
Exactly.
Right.
You guys were gonna nuke New York, man.
They're dangerous.
They surely are.
Look at them
The
go.
whole world knows it.
Right.
They made a point.
I promise.
Aw, sick.
Hell yeah.
They will avenge.
We get into a situation like this again, what happens then?
They'll come back.
Well, you see, we got these things called phases.
Because we'll need them to.
See, that sounds great, but it's a non-answer.
It's
How
all
do we know
based
that
on
they're actually
belief.
coming
The
back?
power of belief.
The power of love, power of shawarma.
Well, we know it works now, right? He's seen it. Like his idea
True.
worked. I love that. So symbolic. Man,
Wow.
that was a blast. What a dream come true, huh? To have this big vision and just
Imagine.
maybe it works. I feel like in a way,
Yeah.
Nick Fury is Kevin Feige.
Yes.
In that sense of, maybe this crazy idea works. We start with Iron Man. That does well. We can perhaps keep it going.
See, I feel like sometimes you need that crazy.
You need to have that belief.
Yeah.
They started at such a small little studio,
I
Marvel
know.
Studios. They put all their chips on Iron Man, and damn, it did it pay off. Out of all of the movies that we've watched right now with Phase 1, this one made me feel like a kid again. I remember
know.
vividly some of those moments in the theater when I was a kid and people cheering, and it's so deserved though. It still hits.
Oh, it hits hard too.
They are not the cowering wretches we were promised.
Oh, I just remembered.
Uh-huh. Who the hell is this? Why are you laughing?
Just some minor villain. It's not important.
Excuse me? Wait.
Yeah, it's nuts, right? They
introduced
Yeah, that's Thanos.
Thanos this early on?
Yep. As soon as the first Avengers movie ended. At the time, I was too young.
See,
I
that
had no
makes me
idea
mad.
who that was. And I think probably people that only followed the movies at the time probably did not know who that was.
Right. They're like,
But
who the fuck is this?
literally a little bit after this movie came out, I started really getting into the comic books. And that's
Right.
when I started really reading upon all these characters. And then I was like, oh,
Gotcha.
I'm excited. Just them enjoying a good old meal. They got the shawarma.
See, that's how you know you're in New York, because they're still serving food.
Yep. Poor lady in the back just cleaning up,
I know. But that shit hits.
They're all just contemplating their life decisions right now. That is hilarious.
That's cute. I love that.
Man, well, that was The Avengers. And the movie, I mean, the movie still hits. It is such a great time. Matter of fact, I'm going to start with the negatives because it's a very short list.
Yes.
And we're going to go through that very, very quickly.
I'm just ready to hype up this movie for the entire discussion.
I think, honestly, the only thing where I wish they could have done something a little different was visually. I think they could have done a few things to make the movie more visually, more interesting, more appealing. There's a couple of moments that stand out that I really loved, like the one shot, that continuous shot where we got all of the team working together, little things like the shots with the mirrors and how they utilize reflections. I love that stuff. I wish they could have flexed a little bit on that department, but I understand there's so much to go through. You know, you have so many characters, and the fact that everybody got the spotlight, I feel like in this case, whilst yes, they're lacking in that department, the story comes first, and that was a necessary sacrifice. The other thing is, again, more to do with visuals. This movie, the color grading, I'm not too fond of it. It feels very flat. Like at first I was like, oh cool, it kind of gives it that documentary style. It feels like we're watching real life New York under attack. But after a while, it kind of felt a little bland visually speaking. Like there's no real color or tone. It feels very muted, very neutral, very white in that sense. And that's it. Those are my two negatives. I understand why they did them. I'm sure that was a creative decision where they were like, oh, this will make it feel like it's really happening out there in New York, that we have so many huge, larger than life concepts. It kind of brings it back to, you know, a certain level of authenticity in a way. So I kind of understand, you know, where their headspace was in terms of like the creative side of things. But, you know, honestly, that's where my negatives end. That's really it. I think this is how you do it. They really put the focus on the things that matter. The character dynamics, the dialogue, it is really, really good. Unfortunately, I don't think Joss Whedon ever came back to this level ever again. No. Like this is him at his best. I think this was peak Joss Whedon. I really think the dialogue was something else in this. The fact that every single one of these characters and their actors, they brought in their attitude. They felt consistent with the people that we knew from the movies.
Right.
The history that we have with them and their arc in those movies, it comes across here. So we really like, this is that first time where, yes, we see all of these things, all of these different arcs finally clash in this center, and you feel like it's been worth watching every single one of these movies, because when you pick up with this story, it picks up with all of these characters having learned their lessons from their previous stories. So Thor is a Thor that learned the lesson. He never really goes back to, you know, being that arrogant Thor that we saw. He does have some of that cockiness, but it comes from he is a god, you know, and he knows it. So same with Tony, you know, there's a certain level of resentment towards, you know, government and spies and all that. And you could see that he's always been that kind of guy that always questions things, especially after Iron Man 2. We know exactly where his headspace is, especially when it comes to weaponry. You know, this is what he's trying to avoid, right? He doesn't want the Iron Man suit to be out there, or technology like this that could easily overpower any one side and then make it a whole world war situation, right? That's what he's trying to avoid. So you do understand where his headspace is at in this film, and so on with every single one of these characters, including the ones where we finally really get an actual introduction like Hawkeye. Right. And I gotta say, that's a lot of heavy lifting in the writing department, and that's exactly what you have to do with a movie like this, is put it in the story. Put your attention and your focus in the story and make sure that it's all well oiled. And there's not a moment in this where I was like, ooh, the pacing is off, or it feels weird, or it feels like out of place. No, this felt consistent, and it's incredible that they were able to do that with all of these different flavors coming together.
Yeah, it's insane how much they actually managed to pack into one movie. And it's like 2 hours something? Maybe.
It flew by, man. I don't know how long it is.
It flew. Not only did it fly by, I'm always impressed when, you know, filmmakers are able to manage an ensemble cast like this and give everyone their flowers, right? Because we have an unbelievably talented and very, very charismatic cast here. There's not a single one of them that feels off or like they don't quite fit in. And every single one of them gets some type of moment to shine.
Yeah.
And I love that, especially when you have characters like, you know, Natasha Romanoff and Barton, who are, you know, just humans. You could have had it very much be the boring part of the movie. You know what I mean?
Easily. Yeah, that could have easily been the case.
Yeah.
Next to Iron Man and Thor and Cap.
Right, exactly. Like, we have all this craziness going on. We have gods and super soldiers running around. Who the hell is going to care about these two, right? Puny humans. But it's not like that at all. I love the conflict that they're going through. It kind of helps us understand the stakes here, right? They're kind of like our lifeline.
We get to relate through them.
Exactly. Because, like, you know, Black Widow tells him where she's like, dude, this is nothing that we were ever trained for. These are gods. It's magic and all this insane stuff that's happening, and you just see how completely overwhelming that is, right? And on top of that, you know, the fight sequences that we get between Natasha and Barton, I thought was incredibly well choreographed. Because again, you can sometimes have a movie where your certain heroes, the ones that are superior, you know, they get all the good stuff and the humans get something a bit more mediocre. And it's like, no. With the humans, they really ramped up the choreography. Like, it was fast, it was brutal. And you see how they're kind of fighting more on like the street level.
Yeah.
But it's still vicious. And you see the toll that it takes on them. And especially as the movie progresses, you see Natasha, like, she's getting tired. Like, she keeps fighting, and eventually she looks at Cap. She's like, this is not gonna matter if we can't close that portal.
Yeah, they're gonna keep on coming.
And then it clicks, because like, we have a god, we have Iron Man, who is physically not that exerted. Obviously the Hulk is the Hulk, but she's just a regular human. Her body doesn't work the same way. She gets tired, her muscles will give out eventually. And it's a great, very stark reminder. that was unintentional, I promise. Like, it's a great reminder of the stakes at hand. And you just feel the shift, right? Because at first, when they first come together and like they're a team and you're like, yeah, Avengers, cool. And then the battle starts taking a turn because, again, that portal is open and they just keep coming in.
Yeah, they've got the strength in numbers.
Exactly. And all of this to say, I am absolutely mind blown with how much we got from everybody, not just when it comes to screen time, but also when it comes to personality.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And that's why, like you said, dialogue is so important, and it was consistent for everybody compared to the previous movies that they were introduced to us as. You know, it wasn't like, oh, you're an entirely different character, except, you know, for the Mark Ruffalo thing. Well, nothing we can do about that.
Yeah.
That is a completely different situation.
I still think they handled it quite well. Despite the recast, they were like, well, this is it. We'll let the audience know that everything that happened in Harlem and in The Incredible Hulk is still very much a reality, and then we will just move on.
Listen, it's me. I'm here. Get over it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like sometimes that's all you need to do, you know, and like a little bit of self-awareness, I think, is a great way to kind of smoothen that transition. Having said that, I have to say, especially because we did watch the Hulk movies and this, I do want to talk about Mark Ruffalo and what he did as the Hulk, because there was so much going on in this movie. I'm like, I'm not gonna have any time to address certain things. And I really enjoy, like you guys know, I really enjoyed what Eric Bana did. I really enjoyed Edward Norton. And in my head, I'm like, okay, we got two very different but very powerful performances for Bruce, right? And we got two really different and really awesome Hulks with them. So I was like, okay, how am I gonna feel about this one, right? Because obviously I had seen these movies, but I didn't have the prior context.
Right. Yeah. Now you know.
I had nothing to compare it to. And I have to say, I actually really like him as Bruce. He does feel entirely different. I really actually enjoyed anytime there's a little pause and the camera stays on Bruce. There's a glint of darkness there, like just behind the eyes, like just behind that veil of him being calm and collected and, you know, trying to stay reasonable at all times and really keeping a lid on it, right? As Tony said. But there, you know, it's like, it's just behind the eyes. It's like right there. If you just reach in a little bit, it's going to come out. And I really loved what he brought to Bruce, because like that was like my main thing about this, because I already knew I loved this movie. I knew it was going to be awesome. But that was that one little question mark that I had where I was like, I wonder if it's going to affect me a little bit negatively, because I really did enjoy the previous iterations of it. But no, I actually really liked him as the Hulk.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I think him as Hulk it's an interesting shift. First of all, hear me out. I love the Marvel movies, but I'm always kind of a little worried when we revisit these. I've been a little worried because it's always like in the back of my head. I'm like, did I love them because I was a kid and I loved superhero action? And now is it going to feel too kiddie for me, or is it going to feel like it's just mindless action, yada, yada. So I am so happy that was not the case here. Like, they really did put story first. And I think that's what made these movies so damn popular. Of course, you want to see the cool action, but you are invested in the characters. You want to see where their story takes them. And I thought this movie did it in such a fun way, and in such a rewarding way. Like you said, every single one of these characters had a very unique moment to shine. My favorite element in this film was the fact that we got to see a lot of Avengers on Avengers violence, a lot of fights. happening amongst each other, because that's realistic. I mean, all these people have powers. They are very, very powerful. If they have an opinion that is different than the rest, they're gonna fight. I mean, that's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
And seeing just how rusty it all was in the beginning, it really puts that doubt in the audience mind, where it's like, this is not really a good idea.
Yeah.
This is not going the way I thought it was gonna go. And I like that little bit of despair they were able to conjure up in this film. Like by the halfway point, you're like, oh man, this is really not, they're still not even really agreeing or being a team. They haven't even trained together yet. Like what the hell are they going to do? So that moment, the Avengers moment, that moment that is so damn iconic, that orbiting shot around them, full 360 with all 6 of them, the original 6. When that moment came on, I swear I felt like a freaking kid. I didn't know if I wanted to freaking cry because I got emotional. I was happy, smiling from ear to ear. I'm like, dude, they earned it.
Yes.
This moment right here is so damn special. You know, all the movies from the past leading up to this one moment, this dream of seeing them all interact together, it brought me back to that very first day in the theater. And I was like, yeah. This movie freaking hits. This is really, really well done. And I think that's the magic of Marvel. That's the potential. That's the promise, right? That if we give these characters enough development, enough love in the writing department, and let these movies cook just long enough in the oven when it comes to VFX, we can have something that's truly special, that truly stands the test of time, and that means something to the fandom. Going back to your comments on how Mark Ruffalo portrays the Hulk, he actually reminds me of a lot in terms of his portrayal here, his performance, a lot of another superhero, another actor, and that's Charlie Cox's performance with Daredevil, where there's always like that layer of, will he snap?
Yeah.
And I love that with Mark Ruffalo and in this Hulk specifically, where it's like that dark, he's toying with the idea. Because he knows if he were to transform, he's going to get the upper hand. He's going to win. Like there's no losing with the Hulk.
They have shit on him. There's no way.
So
he's the Hulk.
There's that little bit of crazy and madness, I would say, where he's kind of toying around with the idea. He's like, oh, if only you knew, because he has to keep it together for so long. Of course, you need a little bit of sanity. You need to at least fantasize what would happen if you were to let go this one time.
Right.
And nobody you really cared about got hurt, but there's the other half of Bruce, which is the good soul, right? The good person that's like, well, I don't want anybody that's, any innocent party to get hurt. And, I don't really want to have that on my conscience. So I like that there's that, again, that light and darkness within this character who's also human and green. There's that duality going on with this character. And I thought in that sense, he portrayed it really, really well. I do miss the fact that we didn't get, because they couldn't. I know why they couldn't, but it's such a shame that we never got another standalone Hulk film, because I feel like his character is so rich. But anyway, this is the Avengers. So enough talking about the Hulk. He got enough time here on this discussion. I thought he was great. He portrayed him very well. Tony Stark, obviously RDJ. Enough said. I mean, nothing else I can really add to the conversation there. He is magnetic. He is charismatic. He carries Tony with with such charm and charisma and weight. Anytime he's in the room, it's just like, it's him, and the fact that somehow everybody else was able to hold their own opposite Robert Downey Jr. as much as we love him, that's what made this movie go. Yeah. That's what made me go, okay, this is really good. The sparks are flying here. Like having Chris Evans opposite RDJ and having that banter and cementing some of the things that we know that will happen later on. I thought that was extremely exciting, because I was like, oh, now in hindsight, I'm like, ooh, these two, they're very different, and you cannot blame them for being so different. First of all, obviously a generational gap, but also like in terms of how they operate, it's clearly very, very, very different. And they will just never agree. They can agree to disagree, if anything, because it's just very like wildly different, like I mentioned. And but I do like that we get to see that little doubt in Steve, where he's starting to kind of come to terms that the world doesn't operate the way it used to. There's a level of honor that's been lost. A lot of people working under the table and doing some sketchy stuff, things that he's going to have to catch up with, and quickly, because he now lives in this era. And I thought they were able to bring that sense of sadness again from Captain America in such a beautiful way, where it's like, damn, the fact that he now has to not just catch up, but catch up with the way that unfortunately we operate today, which is not the same.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the level of disillusionment we get from Cap, right? It's like, you see that he's not coping very well.
Yeah.
He's not really quite adjusting to this time. And granted, he needs a lot more time. He clearly has a lot on his plate, but you just feel it. You just feel where it's like he's rejecting the way things are being done now. And he wants to have faith in authority, government, these things. So like you see him push for, we should follow the rules, we should follow our orders. And the fact that, that's like the last sliver that he can hold on to, which is, you should be able to trust the authority, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to trust the people that are giving you orders. And then Tony just comes in guns blazing and shoots that whole thing. And it just, dissipates into ashes right in front of his eyes. And you just see that it's just one more brick being added to that wall that Cap is just carrying and being suffocated under. Because it's like, God damn it, like he can't catch a break. He doesn't know who to trust, if he should even trust anybody. And I love that Tony's cynicism kind of leaks into Cap, right? Because like it's like you said, I love that you mentioned that during the reaction where like he sowed that seed of doubt and Cap couldn't shake it. He's like, all right, well, let me go check anyway.
Got to start questioning it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he finds that out, it just confirms all of his worst fears. Because like the world really is completely different from what he knew. And the fact that we already get the budding rivalry between Cap and Tony, I think was absolutely genius. Like from this one, they blatantly clarified and introduced what the issue is between these two guys and why it's never going to work out, because fundamentally they are on opposing ends in a lot of ways. And they tell us, right? Like the way Cap is judging Tony, where he's like, you're not a hero. And Tony, okay, listen, I love Tony, but my God, he was being such a bitch in this one to Cap, and for no good reason. Like if Cap had been rude or whatever, I would totally understand. And I love that we get like a different perspective of Tony, because we're not quite in his shoes in this one. We really enjoy his sass in the first two movies because he's our main character. But now we're left a little bit more on the outside because it's an ensemble. So now we get to see what it's like to be on the receiving end when it's not really a person that deserves it.
I do think there's a reason though as to why he's. Oh yeah, there's a couple of comments here and there in this film where it's implied that Tony might be a little jealous.
I mean, the comment that he had about his father and talking about that. Yeah,
and
listen,
knowing that Tony has these massive daddy issues, you can kind of come to a conclusion that Robert Downey Jr. himself, in front of him, he's probably in knowing that Tony is not the most humble person on the planet. He's probably like, really, this is the guy,
right?
This is the dude that my dad would not stop talking about, and instead of taking care of me, his son.
I know,
so,
respecting me.
There's a level of resentment there. Granted, it's not warranted.
Right.
Well,
that's
side,
what I'm gonna have to rephrase.
No,
that.
I got what
not
you
a
mean.
good reason, but I'm like, it's not a good enough reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you should take a little bit of empathy on Cap. He was being a capsicle. Oh, a capsicle. The way I would have bitch slapped Tony right then and there if I was Steve. A capsicle. The disrespect. My God. But again, that's the juice. That's the fun. Especially that moment. I know you already mentioned it, but I have to revisit it. That moment when everyone starts arguing with everybody, and you see the camera movement becoming more erratic and faster and tilting and giving us different angles, and you see the tensions rising and everyone is just getting weirder and weirder and more antagonistic. That was absolutely incredible. And it was so satisfying because every single line from different characters, you totally believed it. You completely understood where they were coming from.
Yep. That's something that I loved about this movie, is that they really drew the motivation, like the motivational forces that are driving these characters. Like, why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? And what do you have to lose? And I think that is very important in the story, especially with it's such a large ensemble. You kind of need to know, why is everybody on board? Right. And this movie moves at the speed of light with that first act, but it's loud and clear, and you know why everybody's here. Not only because you've seen their story, but you know why they're here right now in this moment. And I think that was super important. And the fact that Coulson acts like the glue, just like he's done in the entirety of this phase, that he's the one last push they need to bring them all together.
Yeah.
It's both emotional, touching, and also perfect in a way, because they are the Avengers. They have to avenge something. And I'm glad that they recognize that. And the way it all comes together because of this common loss, it stings, and it does feel like a loss. And it feels like the first time they lose together. Yeah. So at that point, they have to come in and actually, try to see where they can rebuild. What can they do to make things better?
Yeah.
And I like that motivational force when it really becomes, serious. It's like, well, someone just died. this is not about us anymore. That's what they need. They really did need that. And I like how the tone of the film shifts after that point onwards.
Yeah.
There's a sense of hope, but there's also this sense of
loss and
we
desperation.
need revenge, you know,
Yeah.
like what the hell? Like we need to stop this guy before this, you know, goes out of hand. Loki, Tom Hiddleston. I mean, what a force to
Dude.
be reckoned with, man. What a guy. I mean, just him by himself.
Yeah.
He steals the show, man. He is he's one of the best Marvel villains we've had.
100%.
Which is why they brought him back. I'm sure they're like, well, this guy is too damn good.
Yeah.
We need to bring him back somehow because the energy he brings to the table, the monologues he had in this, the writing, his back and forth with Thor, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
really, really powerful stuff because Chris brought a level of maturity now to the character. Like I said, he's changed. So now he's really, really, really trying to bring his brother back.
Yeah.
It's so tragic. It's so damn tragic that he's like, he almost wants to shake him and be like, dude, snap out of it. Like we can go home. We can live our life. We can be happy again. You're still my brother. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
You know what's amazing about that is that it would be so easy because of the way that they speak, right? Because it's consistent with the first Thor movie, which is a lot more theatrical and the language is a bit more floral, right? The way they speak is not nearly as informal and casual as the rest of the characters. It's another great trap that they easily missed, which is create that distance for us where we can't really relate to these people because of how they talk, right? Because it's like all fancy or whatever. But no, because the emotions are so grounded, you don't even notice that the language is completely different.
Yeah.
Right? The way that it's elevated, the emotion is right there.
It's not cartoonified.
Exactly.
It could have easily gone into that realm of, oh, I don't relate. It's too cartoony. It's too out there. No, you understand the emotion
exactly
that they're trying to convey.
Yeah. And that friction and the loss and the fact that, you know, these two are still brothers. And there are moments where you can kind of tell they emotionally want to reach out for each other. Right? Like with Loki, you're like, there were a couple moments where I'm like, if you push him just a bit more, just a little bit, I feel like he was right there. And I love that. Yeah. Because it would have been so easy to, again, cartoonify Loki's character.
He's
have
not
him just
one note. Not
at all.
Yeah.
And I love that there are moments where he truly is commanding and charismatic, but I love that there were also moments where he's being charismatic, but you realize he's being ridiculous. It's like, you're such a diva right now. You need to calm down. And the fact that we got a balance to all of that really humanized Loki. You understand he feels abandoned. He feels rejected. And that is at the core of all of this, right? It's craving that which he feels he never got. And seeing how Thor is heartbroken. He's heartbroken out at how things are falling apart quicker than he can put them back together. And that just makes for such an amazing dynamic, dude. So impressive. And on top of that, you know, you get some really funny moments, like great comedic timing for Loki. What else could you want from a villain?
Yeah.
He's got everything.
He really does, man. I thought he was such a force in this film. And one of the reasons why we love him is that we love to hate him. But he's also not portraying it in one note. Like there's a sense of, you might just reach him just enough to bring him to the light. He's always flirting with that idea. And I think that's what makes his character so interesting. Yeah. I very much like this. Oh, I think we had pretty much every single one of the characters, but I gotta mention the main player here, Ashley Johnson. For the two scenes she had. I mean, great to see her here. I did not remember her being here. I guess I didn't recognize her at the time, but that is great.
I guess.
That's our Ellie, man, from The Last of Us.
I know, our Ellie. Can't believe that she's in this. And I love that she was wearing Chucks, man. And she was like jumping across the window, like trying to get into cover. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's so funny.
That is a wrap for phase one, guys. Let us know which one of these films, even this one still counts. Which one is your favorite? What's your favorite Avengers moment from this first film? Yes. Who's your favorite character out of the 6 OG Avengers? We would love to know, guys. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this entire journey. It's been a great time thus far. We hope that you guys have had fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.